There are so many people who are currently running an e-commerce business here in Africa. But there's one little secret that over 90% of them are unaware of. And that secret is what I'm going to share with you today. What is the secret? It is the simple unknown fact that they can purchase their products cheaper from other sites other than the ones they are purchasing it from. What most of the crowd do is this: they tend to go to expensive sites like AliExpress or Amazon, depending on the product they are sourcing for to get their product. Some e-commerce merchants even go as far as Jumia or Konga to source for their products. I'm not saying this approach is totally wrong, but my question is this: why source for product at a much higher price when you can get them for a much cheaper price at the same quality from other sites? Here I've listed the popular expensive ways people use to source for their products, like AliExpress and Amazon. I've also listed the cheaper alternatives. The number one cheaper alternative you can use is 1688. There's also Alibaba.com, there's Taobao.com, and there's JD.com. These are the cheaper sites you can use to source for your products. Trust me, don't underestimate this site because of how cheap the products are. Because the same products that you see in this site are same products you will see on AliExpress, but cost probably times 4, times 2, times 3 of the price you see them on these cheaper sites I have mentioned. Let's not talk too much. I'll give you an example of a product I sourced for. This was the first product I sourced for when I started my e-commerce business. This is a tripod stand. Now you will notice that I've segmented it, searching for this product through the expensive way, which is on AliExpress, and searching for this product on a site like 1688. Now, if you look at this illustration here and this diagram, on AliExpress, this product costs about $14.78 to $15.85 per unit, depending on how many you want to buy. Meaning, if you are buying the least quantity, you buy it for as high as $15.85. This same product on AliExpress, our cheaper alternative, the same quality, the same brand, costs 16 yuan or RMB, which is the currency of the Chinese, per unit. Do you know that $1 is equivalent to, let's say, 6.5 to 7 Chinese RMB? Now let's break it down. Let me give you a proper illustration so you see what I'm talking about. Say you want to get 50 pieces of this item, this tripod stand. I've created 2 examples illustrating in case 1 when you get it from AliExpress and in case 2 when you get it from 1688. In the first instance, you want to get 50 pieces of tripod stands from AliExpress. I used a minimum amount of $14 per unit here to do our estimate, meaning that if you are to get 50 units of this, you will spend nothing less than $700. Now, the exchange rate, as at the time I got this product, was 316 naira per dollar. So the cost in naira would have been equivalent to $700 times 316 naira, which will give us a total of 252,000 naira for 50 pieces of a camera tripod. Now going to option 2, whereby the product was sourced from 1688, which was what I did because fortunately for me, I fell under the category of the 10% who knew how to source for product using the cheaper site alternative. At 16 RMB per camera tripod and purchasing of 50 units of that same tripod, the total cost would amount to 800 RMB. Now, at that time, the exchange rate for the RMB to naira was 55 naira per RMB. So the cost of me getting this in naira would amount to 800 RMB times 55 naira, which will give me an equivalent amount of 44,000 naira. Are you seeing the vast disparity in the figures, same product, same quantity. But by virtue of you getting it using the expensive way, the expensive site, you spend approximately 208,000 naira more than someone who was able to get that product from 1688. 208,000 naira is a large amount of money, especially for a newbie. And by you spending 208,000 naira more than someone who gets it from the cheaper site, it also implies that the person is saving 4,160 naira on each product the person gets from 1688. So the person who uses the cheaper alternative is not just saving more in terms of cost, the person would also tend to make more in terms of profit, because if both of you were to sell this same product at a fixed amount, say the same price, let's say 20,000 naira per unit of this camera tripod, the person will make far more profit than you, because the person spent less in buying the product while you spent more. So it will take you, so you will have to sell more products to recoup your capital before you start making profit than the person who bought this product for less. For hypothetical purposes, let's assume the selling price of the camera tripod is 10,000 naira. So 50 pieces of a 10,000 naira tripod stand would amount to 500,000 naira. For the e-commerce merchants who bought this product using the expensive way, that is AliExpress method, what will be left if you subtract 252,000 naira from 500,000? It's about 248,000 naira. We've not factored in your shipping costs, your delivery costs to each customer who will buy from you, your advertising costs to each customer who will buy from you. You've not factored in those things. So you see that the profit is minimal. But on the contrary, for the same 10,000 naira and a 500,000 naira total selling price, the person who buys from 1688 would have a balance of 456,000 naira left if he subtracts the cost of purchase of this product from the 500,000 naira he makes. So can you compare 456,000 naira to 248,000 naira? No, you can't. Now, this example is just for 50 units of a camera tripod. Imagine when we scale this up to 500 units of the same camera tripod. That means for every 500 units a naive person buys from AliExpress, the person is losing to the tune of 2,080,000 naira. Let that sink in. While for every 500 units a smart e-commerce merchant buys from 1688, the person is saving at least 2,080,000 naira. Can you tell me what 2,080,000 naira saved can do for your business? I'll leave that for you to ponder. So, don't be like 90% of e-commerce merchants. If you must do your business, you are looking for a way to get quality products, to maximize profit and minimize expenditure and costs. And this is one way to minimize your expenditure and maximize profit. And that is by sourcing for your product like a big merchant from Alaba International Market